I'm currently outside Indonesia's parliament in Jakarta, where student groups are conducting another protest over the ongoing political and social grievances in the country. This is part of a wave of rallies that began on August 25. Initially, the people protested over lawmakers' pay, particularly their housing allowance that was about 10 times more than Jakarta's minimum wage, all amid the government's wide-ranging austerity measures that included cuts to education and healthcare spending. Chaos unfolded following the death of a 21-year-old delivery rider named Afan Kurniawan on August 28. Videos on social media showed a vehicle belonging to the nation's elite paramilitary police unit running him over as it drove through a group of protesters. Afan's death became a catalyst for demonstrations across cities in Indonesia through the first week of September, from Jakarta to Bandung, Surabaya, Makassar, and Medan. So far, at least 10 people have been killed, about 1,000 injured, and more than 3,000 arrested. Regional parliament buildings, government offices, and police stations were set ablaze, while the homes of lawmakers and even former Finance Minister Sri Mulyani were looted. It remains unclear who were behind the attacks. Local news outlet Republika interviewed one man who admitted he had been hired from outside Jakarta to carry out the looting, suggesting that some of these incidents might have been staged to justify a harsher crackdown on protesters. Amid the unrest, a group of activists and public influencers amplified the so-called 17+8 demands, referring to 17 short-term and 8 long-term demands. The demands include justice for victims, the release of detainees, cuts to parliamentary perks, and a stop to police violence and military involvement in civil affairs. So far, the lawmakers have only responded with limited measures, including cuts to their allowances and overseas trips. Meanwhile, President Prabowo Subianto has acknowledged that some demands make sense. He has pledged that the Afan case would be thoroughly and transparently investigated. However, he labeled some other demands as normative and best addressed through dialogue. Many are disappointed with those responses, which are considered far short of what the public demanded. Therefore, rights groups and activists insist the fight for justice and meaningful reform is far from over.